very productive meeting.
Tonight, the extraordinary scene at the White House. President Trump embracing New York City's mayor-elect Greene Mamdani.
I think you're going to have hopefully a real...
I didn't hear you. There's a one lost bird. How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. What happened? The channel. Aloha everyone. It is Saturday, November 22nd. Yeah, I'm still a little rusty on this. Actually, I get all wrapped up into doing this. I'm like doing it daily, and I shouldn't be. And I get other things in my schedule. I have to do this really fast in order for it to do it, because I have to go and do this. And then my wrist is getting... I know my brother got carpal tunnel syndrome surgery, and then I think my sister did one time.
I'm listening.
My other brother did just recently. I'm just like, no, I don't want... it's just from mouse too much. So anyhow, there's the bird. I heard it. There's a single solitary bird somewhere. It went, and it's kind of quiet now, but someone got left behind in the fly south migration. Right? So, yeah, there's a vlog. Oh, and I gotta go to a funeral tomorrow, and I kind of don't want to go. What I should. I feel like obliged for some reason. And, oh gosh, I just don't like that kind of thing. I didn't know the person. I know the person. It was this guy's mom. So, okay. So, the news, Hawaii news. Go home. I don't know what's going on. Just corrupt stuff in the state government level with big contracts. The typical same old. Some occasional violent crimes are kind of coming over here now, and some of these kind of scams come over here. Not that big, but in the actual national news or international news, okay, Trump gave Ukraine a deadline to accept a 38-point something peace deal that he constructed. So he's forcing a peace deal on Ukraine, which is everything Putin ever wanted. Can't be a part of United Nations. You get to concede lands, which will be like 1/5 of Ukraine, and all this kind of stuff. And you can't have troops in there or anything. So everything Putin wanted, concede to that, or the U.S. will pull out its any military support that it has right now. So President Zelensky of Ukraine is now his hands tied. So that's the big peace plan. Force a surrender. Yeah, get a Nobel Prize for that. So they could stop fighting the Russians and can attack in the future. That's a big thing. So it's like nothing after all that 4 years of that. Nothing comes from that. And the Epstein Files. Some of them will probably be released, but heavily redacted, and not really all of them. This is my guess. They're going to say, oh, there's ongoing investigation. They're going to pull that card. And then there's going to be anything of the new possible new victim list, which is like people that might be in the files that didn't really commit a crime, but they're going to be embarrassed of association with pedophiles. Then there's the national security, which is like anything Trump related is going to be. It's the president's national security. We can't have that. So Trump gets to be completely taken away any reference to. I don't know. I don't think Trump has criminal culpability. I think it's more just you're in the same boat, literally same plane, and maybe on the island, but with all the gigantic pedophile ring. And it's really, that whole thing is a really huge crime deal. It's like the crime syndicate, RICO case, pedophile, sex trafficking, human trafficking ring. Because it's all international with a lot of money involved. Even Prince Andrew. So that's a huge thing. And Trump doesn't want to be, he wants to be like Schultz. I see nothing, I know nothing. Like, I'm not part of it. I fired him from Mar-a-Lago, told him get out. And then there's the bizarro reverse world, bizarro world. Okay, Trump doesn't want the socialist Democrat Mamdani. He doesn't want the social Democrat Mamdani, who looks like if he was just walking the streets, they would profile him to be deported. But Mamdani, who's also Muslim, it gets elected as mayor of New York. Now, New York being the Big Apple, also the city that Trump had a lot of problems with. He wasn't allowed, his whole family is not allowed to do business, and the crime and the case and the court trial. So he said if Mamdani gets elected, because he was trying to support Cuomo, so if Mamdani gets elected, why Cuomo? Because Cuomo's a suck-up, sycophant. Anything you say, Donald Trump, anything you say, he wants those people. So Mamdani gets elected, and Trump threatened never to give any federal money to New York City. Then they had a meeting, and here's the bizarro world. I'm going. Now they're like buddy high five. Did Mamdani know how to talk to Trump? I think so. I think Mamdani's just sharp cookie and knew how to approach Trump. Maybe flattery. It's like, oh, you're doing so good, and I love that. And Trump loves the adoration, and a lot of the other stuff, he doesn't give a crap unless he's making big money and getting adoration. So he came in on that angle because New York City needs the federal money, and so Mamdani just went in there and got it. Now, Ukrainian President Zelensky was almost on Trump's good side, and he went to the Oval Office, the White House, and met in front of the press, so in front on the stage, in front of the spotlight, because Trump makes up policy in front of people, like on the campaign trail. He just says stuff off the top of his head and makes up stuff just to get the popular appeal. And then his policy, he just like makes stuff up on the spot. I'm thinking that's just what he's doing. He's just seeing where, following the popular, so for benefit for him. So Zelensky's there back in the day when he got kicked out of the White House, but before it was going swimmingly, and then I believe someone in the gaggle of reporters, someone in Trump's secretaries of boneheads, someone said something about his clothing, and then someone said something where it was like Trump sort of got the impression that I'm being disrespected, like he didn't show up in a suit and tie or something. But all of a sudden Trump turned with I'm being disrespected. He kind of had that feeling, and then all of a sudden Trump starts, because Zelensky's pleading for his country and his people. They're getting smashed and killed by Russians. And of course, Trump has Russian ties. On the phone with Putin, and more. And so, Trump turns and tells them you don't have the cards, get out. Because any support is America spending money. And if America's spending money, Trump feels like it's his money. So he... But, he flipped the tide. Though Zelensky was trying to play up Trump's good side, and then later on spoke again with him and got to speaking with him. Now it's just Trump wants the Nobel Peace Prize. You get 6 days, or I'm feeding you to the Russians. I'm pulling out all my support in the U.S. And that's a long deal. Trump was trying to get dirt on Biden by manipulating Zelensky's. Just freaking weird. People say Trump derangements, and it's like, man, do you even see this going on? See, I studied a lot of social, the social studies I studied, there's a lot of political science, and political science is just kind of like trying to figure out what's going on as history is unfolding. Once it happens, it's history. Boom, 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 and that's the way it is. And, but this is like figuring out as it's going on. That's kind of like more political science. It's heavily involved with economics. And there it is, Trump in his bizarro world. Oh, one more bizarro world. His heavy-duty supporter, Majorie Taylor Greene, who is Trump MAGA all the way, red hat, Trump. Just a mouthpiece for him. And because of the files, the Epstein Files, she's backing off, and then Trump attacks her, calls her a traitor. And then when the political people, the Democrats, were saying, military, obey the Constitution, disobey illegal orders, the MAGA people went ape and said, go hang him, go hang these people. They should be on trial. They should be, not court-martialed, but like tribunal, I guess, military. They wanted people, Trump was like, George Washington would hang them. So he's advocating a little political violence as long as someone else does it. People are getting scared, and I think Majorie Taylor Greene was like getting scared, and she just basically resigned. She said, I'm not going to be insulted by this president kind of thing. But I think that she was scared. I think a lot of these people are just, they're afraid not to oppose Donald Trump. And happy Thanksgiving. That's the way it's going on. Alright, getting too far into it, let's go Hawaii news. Hawaii news. Look, it's oh gosh, HART, our rail system, is proposing $1 billion budget. They already this is the heart of corruption. Big project, has big budget, and then there's big contracts, and people make bids, and they're incompetent, and it's just a shootload of, just like everyone trying to get a big chunk of a whole lot of a budget, and then the project takes super long time because they get more, and it doesn't happen that well. And Pele is angry and blowing up for about a whole year now. He's like, and he's angry. So you can see her head, her shoulders. She's out there. I tell you what to do. Come back. She's trying to tell the girls what to do. Angry. Steady flow of activity. Yeah, Hawaii. And apparently the Euro Rainbows in Las Vegas didn't win. Oh no. 38-10. That's a big non-win, guys. Washed away. And Wahine volleyball, girls volleyball's doing some good. The Rainbows are blowing it. Oh, from the very beginning, boom, boom, and nothing, and then boom, just all every quarter. I throw the ball. I catch the ball. Okay, that's just sad.
Let me show you.
Oh well. And back in the day, 1980.
How many are there?
When you want to relax, just go out there and see the aftermath. Or are they building something? It's the Kaimaki Shopping Center, 75% leased. Will be completed about 6 months. Times, Honolulu Federal Savings Screens, longest drug schemes, Baker going about this thing, in 1980. Wow, yeah, that's being built right before, across the street was Chaminade. So I went to Chaminade a little bit, and that was already built. This is a shopping center, a big parking lot. Wow, okay. Rushdie still wielding. Rushdie still hanging around. Oh boy. Okay. Do we have a political cartoon? No, not yet. No such thing. No political cartoon. What happened? No more.
I'm from here.
I'm from here? Okay, that's nice. Let's see. What do we have?
Giving thanks. Close to Thanksgiving. Reduce travel. Reduce surge. Poetic assessment times. Reduce TV show. More destroy the country less. More police and street use. Traffic violation. Trump to blame. Trump is not to blame.
The public is not to blame. I'm going to do this one first. I'm going to do two.
It's impossible. Republicans not to blame for shutdown.
We all know the government was not shut down by President Trump or any Republicans. The shutdown lies on the Democratic Party. Put the blame where it belongs. We are tired of listening to lies being told of our great president. Let him do his job without interference of Democratic lies. Michelle Domingo Capule. Michelle, no. You've been listening to too much Fox. Not great president. Let's go do this one. Watch.
Poetic assessment of the times in TV show critique.
A review of Ken Burns' documentary, The American Revolution, appeared in November 17th issue.
Burns paints the complex structure of nation's founding. Site advertiser.
In it, the critic, Robert Lloyd, states, quote, on the verge of the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence, the demagoguery against which the founders warned has become the order of the day, and war is being waged on settled history as ideological functionaries draw a curtain over whatever might make MAGA feel bad. Lloyd has summed
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not, yeah. Lloyd has summed up perfectly the current state of the country. Bill Lofquist McKeekey. Oh, okay, thank you, ma'am. Still, yeah, right, but, American Revolution country warned about. See, yeah. Even Lincoln was saying something. When we look for the great tyranny that might destroy our democracy, we shouldn't be looking from across the ocean from some transcendental giant to step over and smash us. We should be careful of within. And that's it, because democracy has the freedom of choices and everyone. And if one group gets bigger, has a majority, and it's in the, oh man, things can go bad. It's not just, I don't agree with that policy, it's destroying the whole democracy and the system. And that's really what Trump is doing. The balance of power, manipulating the Supreme Court, taking away the power of the purse from the Congress, just making executive orders. I mean, Trump playing golf. Go play golf, Trump, because he'll destroy the country less. That's more on what's going on. But let Trump play golf, even though he criticized Obama playing golf. He plays golf all the time. I'll be working. He's playing golf. So he's playing golf because all those executive orders signed in is basically the guts of Project 2025, written by somebody else, the Heritage Foundation, but it's written and to be in place so the oligarchs could come in and take over. So Trump signs it all away, really, so he can just grift billions of dollars and go play golf. And the rest of he's sold the country up the river, as they say. And the constant propaganda through Fox News and people saying he's such a great president and all this and tariffs are good and everything, that's going to come out in the wash. But by the time all that stuff comes out in the wash, it's already in a too late situation. So watch the the economy is watch out. And as far as, oh gosh, it's not like a good scenario. So I apologize to the MAGA group out there that are still loyal as can be to Trump and like that, they like the propaganda. He's such a great president. Like they supported the right horse or whatever. And then, oh, you disagree? We'll take away your broadcasting license. We'll quiet censorship you and cancel rather, quiet canceling, and gosh, and just think of the ICE agents and the national troops to support the ICE agents, deporting as many people as possible. He's trying to turn it into the Mar-a-Lago Country Club, where you're not part of the club. And there's another thing about deporting Palestinians to South Africa. I don't know. Is that what their thing is? He wants to make Mar-a-Lago and Gaza Strip. Okay, coughing. Stop. It's time to just go. There's just way too much, and let's just say I don't agree with it all, but you can agree with it all you want to. Yeah, he's ready for the Nobel Peace Prize in front of Venezuela. Have a good day. Bye now. Oh, wait a minute. I'm supposed to go this way? Oh, then that one. Okay. Aloha.
So once again, it's time to turn on. Turns out on. Sorry. Aloha.